There you go.
Hey, people, this is
Hello.
JG3 and me, and we are live tonight. We are doing the live chat with the OGs where we say and do what we want to do because we old like that. But we are going to wait around and let a few more people come into the house because I think T-Nog is still alive, I think.
No, she's over. She's gone.
She's over?
Yeah.
Okay. But
I put in her chat that you was coming on at 10 o'clock.
Okay. Well, like I said, we're going to wait around because they always straggling anyway. Yeah. So that's my Renaissance grandma. Hey.
Grandma, how you doing?
My Renaissance grandma, how you doing? But we are just hanging around a little bit, my Renaissance, just trying to wait on a few more people to get into the chat. And then we're going to get into talking about some old folk stuff, as we always do. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing? We are supposed to have my Miss Shirley OG is supposed to be here, but she probably
she might be
my grandma says she's good. Well, we're glad to hear that. Supposed to have my sister, Miss Shirley, here, but she probably tied up. She'll be running a little bit late. But anywho, we're going to wait around and kick around. And, well, I'm glad to hear that, Cassandra. I hope that you continue to do well.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Norris, how you doing? Okay, they begin to come in, Jed. So we just going to pill around here just a little bit longer and let a few more people get into the house before we give you guys our subject for tonight, which the subject will only last a little bit anyway, and then we'll be talking about something. Hey, Ange, we'll be talking about something else before we finish up with the subject. That's where it always goes.
Yeah.
So, Miss Cheryl and my Renaissance grandma, we got your mullein ready, and we're going to get ready to drop it in the snail mail first thing tomorrow morning. So you can be on the lookout for it. So you know how it is with the snail mail. Yeah, they pretty much do like the OGs. They just get it to you when they get it to you. You're more than welcome, my Renaissance grandma. And if that's not enough that Ange packed into those containers, let me know. Hey, CC.
Hey, say.
And we might be able to send you guys some seeds if you want them, but the seeds are not dried yet. So if you want me to wait until the seeds on these here dry that we got still in the ground and then send you some, I can do that. Or we can send you some of the one that we already got and you can let them dry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Any way you want it, that's where you'll get it. What's up, David? Cropper.
David Corder, Cropper.
Well, no problem, Miss Cheryl. We'll get you some regardless. We will definitely get you some regardless. But, hey, Happy Mac.
Sweet people. Yeah, you too. You so sweet too, Happy Mac.
And like I said, we're going to get into our subject here just in a little bit. We're just trying to give a few more people the opportunity to join us. And then JG and myself are going to get down deep and dirty. But
Don't make me pull my paddle out on you.
well, we're not
What?
going to really get dirty, but we're going to get deep
Okay,
with this subject.
okay. Well, I ain't getting dirty with you, Mr. Bama. I ain't getting dirty with you.
But you know, when we were a lot younger, and I'm talking about myself preferably because I know a lot of you guys are a lot younger than I am. But as small kids, you know, you pretend something. Caesar said deep and dirty. That's our kind of chat. But okay. But you know, that's as I said, as small kids, we used to pretend that we was different people or we did different things. But my subject is tonight is pretending don't solve the problem. And pretending that everything is okay is not okay.
Yeah. That is true.
But I'm going to read that one more time. Pretending that everything is okay is not okay.
Right.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
What's up, Mike?
And as I said, when we was kids, we pretend that we was Superman, we pretend that we was Batman, we pretend that we was something that we wasn't.
Right.
And as you get older and you grow up, the pretending days is over with.
But
there is a lot of people that still pretends.
yes.
Still pretending. And, you know, this thing that one person might say to another person is, let's pretend that never happened and then just move on.
That's kind of like I forgive you, but I won't forget.
Right. Fake it till you make it is hard on the spirit. There you go, Happy Mac.
Yeah.
Yes, the great pretender. But, you know, the thing about pretending and like it didn't happen is just telling a lie. You know, that's point blank. Now, how deep can you get with that, CC? I mean, it's point blank. That's what you're doing. You can forgive somebody once, but if you keep on, then you pretending to yourself.
Right.
You pretending that it's going to be all right.
So you continuously lying to yourself so that you can carry on, but you're hurting yourself in the process.
Right. There you go, Cheryl. You done lied. That's right.
You done lied to yourself many times. Yes.
Yeah. And, you know, but saying that you're sorry and you continue to do it, you keep on doing it over and over. I mean, so what it is.
Yeah.
Papa, look here. We're not playing with you tonight. We're just not going to play with you tonight. Hey, Rudy. How you doing? Hope you're well. No, we don't mean it, Dave. But, you know, it's just the thing about it is if you continue to accept
Hey, Casey.
Hey, Kason, you continue to accept the pretense, then you are continuing to deceive yourself.
Right. Well, let's take a little further. People
Hey,
actually
LGG.
do it today, tomorrow. They do it to themselves. They do it enough that they believe the lie instead of the truth. So then they say they okay because they believe that lie. They done told us so many times that this is the only way. Another word for it is a narcissist. A narcissist is a good way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
They believe in that lie. There's no other way but them. And
Hey, sugar.
they lying to themselves the whole time. But I got to get you to believe this lie. Yeah.
Miss J.K. Gardner, how you doing?
Hello, everybody coming in. Bayou Sugar.
Sylvia. Yeah, and it's
LGG. Hey.
to give you a good prime example, Jed, is pertaining to what you mentioned. A lot of your politicians are pretenders.
No, they liars.
Well, that's what a pretender is. That's exactly what a pretender is. Because they will pretend that they are going to do this, they're going to do that until they are elected. And then everything switch and change.
That's it. That's it.
It's just like that old bait and switch thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. Liars on social media. That's
Well,
true too, David.
yeah, true, David. That what we're doing, we're trying to lead to a point here. And we're gonna make the point. But we need to establish where we're going first before we get there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go back to saying I'm sorry. A person can use that word for a duration, for a lifetime.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's up to you to decide whether that apology or that sentence is true or you tired of hearing it.
True. True.
That was the point, CC. The point was, when are you going to get tired of hearing the lies and accepting them? That's the point.
I'm gonna leave CC alone. How many times are you sorry? That's the biggest thing right there.
Miss Norris, it sure is.
Folks prey upon you. As long as they can keep telling you sorry and you got a good heart to forgive them, they're gonna 7 times 7. 7 times
Yes.
24. They're gonna be
Yes.
sorry all these times because they know you're gonna forgive them for what they did. But it got to be some point where you stop forgiving and you make them face the action.
Yeah. Yeah, and then see, it's sure you're so right about that. It's until you are sorry yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And people, this is yeah, 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 Sylvia, you are so right. You are so right. Well, yeah, money changed a lot of people, but it don't change that word sorry.
Yeah.
because I've seen some sorry people with money,
That's a
plenty
fact.
of money.
That's a fact.
And
David, you know you don't be apologizing, man.
I've seen people want to use certain things. Hey, old dog.
What up, Odoms?
Want to use certain people and still could afford to pay their own way.
Yes.
So it is Devora. How you doing? That's my art. Hey, glad to see you guys.
Hey, that's my art.
Very
Devora.
glad to see all of you. And don't forget to hit that like button, people. Please.
Ditto.
These old words. Yeah, you're so right, Mike. Users. True. True, Miss Nars. True. Very true. Very, very true. Now, CC, you are getting the points. The points is what I wanted you all to say, to admit.
I can't stand a user. It's not the point that you stand the user, CC. They're gonna tell you sit down.
Hey, my cousin. Hey,
They're gonna
Linda.
use you.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing of it is every time that there's a situation that they don't want to face, then it becomes where they want to use you, in other words, to get by that hurdle, to get
Right.
over that hurdle, to get past that situation. And then there are times that, I know it hurts. I know it hurts. But there comes a time when you just got to turn your back and walk away.
Hey, Linda Dawson.
You got to turn your back and walk away. Yeah, you're right, David.
A lot of people move just like that.
A lot of people. It's not just some. It's a lot of people move that way. And I know I'm not the only one sitting here talking tonight or in this chat that feel this some kind of way, Because, I mean, the thing about it, what I'm trying to say is, what do you do that at? Everywhere. Everywhere. JG got him.
What's up?
G Hud got him. Hey, G Hud. Linda got him. David got him. Odom got him. We all got him.
Official Jamil, welcome in.
Hey, Jamil. And the only thing that I am trying to do, or trying to make people aware of, hey, Mona, make people aware of, is that it don't take a whole lot of stuff for you to realize that you're being used.
That's a fact.
And as you guys put in the chat, users, and there is a lot of them. And if you let them, there will continue to be more and more of them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hey, GT, how you doing, my brother?
All right.
But we all have different situations and different hurdles that we got to overcome. But having somebody to reach out and grab hold to you and keep pulling you back. And that's what users do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what pretenders do. They pretend that they care about you. They're going to do this for you. They're going to do that for you. And then 2 or 3 months later, or maybe sooner than that, you find out that this was one of those thing that Jed and Babbitt was talking about. One of those type people.
Right. Soon as they get what they were looking for, they turn it back on you.
Right.
And not slowly, but quick, fast, in a hurry.
Right. Right. And the worst thing is to have someone or some people to promise you something. And then they never come through. Never.
That's a fact.
And like I said, a lot of your politicians are that way. We're not getting into politics tonight, but we're trying to make a point.
That very strong simulation.
Yeah.
Similarity.
Right. They make all these promises to you and then never fulfill any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So right, Sylvia, so right. That's why
They promise you anything.
yeah, right, David.
Yeah, David, you did say you was gonna send me the leaf of life.
But that's one reason that people will try to get me to promise them.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is why I try not to make any promises. Because if I promise you something, then I'm going to do it.
Right.
I'm going to do it.
Well, I'm pretty much the same way. If I promise you something, I'll do it unless it's actually out of my hand. If I can't control the situation, no, I failed that promise. But
You swing for them. You're so right, Sugar. And then they'll try to make it seem like it's your fault. So true.
Where are we gonna get it from? That fella flying.
That's what I'm enjoying reading the comments in the chat.
Eastern Farms, welcome in.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Yeah, Miss Norris, stand up and I won't be able to do it. That's true.
Yeah. You said it good too. And they don't even apologize when they come up short or try to make it seem like it was your fault. Yeah. That's one of the narcissists, Bayou.
Yep, and definitely they want to blame everything on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Or you shouldn't have did this, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have listened. And I'm sure a whole lot of you guys feel the same way.
Yeah.
I am very sure. And, you know, when you walk away from stuff like this, it's not turning your back on anybody. You're just walking away from a lie. You're walking away from a pretender.
Right. No matter what the situation is, you got to take care of yourself.
True this.
If somebody's always giving you the word and it's not right or telling the truth, you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, Sylvia, you are right. But, I mean, even if you hit them with the truth, Sylvia, a lot of times they're not going to listen to it. They'll stand there and say, yeah, you're right. And just as soon as you walk away, they're going to go down there where Jed is and start the same routine on Jed that they had with me.
True.
You know?
Don't nobody like me. Don't nobody want to help me.
Hey, PIA. So true, Jed. So true. Don't forget, y'all, hit that like button. And as Miss Shirley can say, show us that you like us just a little bit. we
Uh,
most definitely would appreciate it.
the best way to handle a narcissist is to hit them with
With the
truth
truth.
and cause them to live a lie. Yeah, uh,
Hmm.
it's best to hit them with the truth instead of hitting them with your hand because they're gonna make you want to use your hands on them.
Well, that's true. That is so
Hey,
true. That
PIA.
that that part, yeah, that hands part.
Yeah, and that's one of the worst things right there when somebody could be telling you something and you look them directly in the face and they know you're telling a lie,
Yeah,
but you want
yeah.
to still let them save face so you don't bust them out, tell them the truth. So you accept that lie for the moment until they get out your presence.
Well, not all that too, Jed, is they when you tell them the truth, and then they tell you, yeah, okay, I understand that you right, and just as soon as a few days pass, it's right back to the same old game,
That's it.
same old thing.
That's it. Like divorce, and you gotta protect your peace. Sometime just have to separate yourself from toxic people. Yes.
Hmm. Fran said, I'm in here playing the violin. That might be true too, but I'm gonna beat this dead horse to death because somebody
Gwen
need to
Calloway,
hear,
welcome in.
somebody definitely need to hear this. Hey, Gwen.
Yes. Actually, we all need to hear it. To be a close community, and we say we love each other, we call each other brothers and sisters and all that stuff. We have to get to a point where when we say something to each other, we have to mean it, not trying to gaslight one another just to put yourself one step ahead of the other person. Uh, that's one of the reasons I said a few years ago, we call ourselves a family. Everybody here don't have to give me your number, but somebody here should have your number. If somebody heard that something wrong with you or you went down or whatever, somebody be able to put it out. They're not feeling well right now. They was in a car accident. They're in the hospital, whatever. To ease the rest of the family's mind, and just knowing that I'm praying for you while you're in your situation, that's a little better than you trying to be on a high horse.
Well, it's like Mike said, once he learned to protect himself, then his life improved.
Right.
And that I agree with that wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly.
You right, David. Family is not the same thing as bloodline. Because I'll be serious with you. I got more family here on YouTube than I actually socialize with my actual family.
And that part too, Jed, that part. That part. As a matter of fact, yeah, Mike, you just can't do it. I do it myself. And I have tried it. And it don't work. You can't please everybody, Mike.
Yeah.
It do not work. And
And
PIA, you're right. I value my peace also.
you please everyone, and the only one that's really getting hurt is you by pleasing
In the
everybody.
long run, that's right.
Yes.
That's right. You're exactly right. But like I said, I wanted to hear from the chat tonight, really, concerning this particular topic. And I see I'm getting a lot of response,
Right.
which is great. That's what I wanted. Stay in my lane, mind my business, and enjoy me. There you go, PIA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Okay,
thing too
Serial.
is, you can, when you deal with somebody long enough, you can tell who's real and who's not.
Right, right. Yeah, Happy Mac. PIA. Well, this is what I really was looking for tonight, Jed. It was the response from the chat, and this is it's coming out of a whole lot of people because it just goes to show that you and I are not the only one that faces this stuff.
Right.
And this was a hard subject for me to come up with tonight, but it just popped in my mind and just wouldn't go away. Loving up, but put thorns in the nest. Yes. And that return and return and return, the actual subject was PIA. Pretending that everything is okay is not okay.
Right.
That's the subject. And how we got to this point, we're still talking about pretenders. Because pretenders is those people that tell you lies just to get back in, or like we said earlier, let's pretend that it didn't happen.
Right. I want you to see me good in your eye, even though I'm rotten and dirty. I want you to see that I'm good in your eyes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But what happens is that it's like Happy Mac said, it's a lot of times it's somebody that you're close to or a family member, and it's hard for you to say no because they know that you care for them and you love them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they keep on coming back with that same old.
That's a fact. It's not your problem when you be yourself. It's their problem if they can't accept you. Well, that Sylvia, that's absolutely correct because me myself, I put it this way: when I wore a suit all the time, I couldn't be myself because I had something to do. But now that I stopped wearing suits, I could be the real me, and I feel much better being me than being somebody else.
Well, Devorah said, right, don't peel my leg and tell me it's raining.
I kind of want to pause you, Devorah. I kind of want to pause you, but I'm not. You have to be true to yourself before you can be true to anyone else. That is absolutely correct.
Oh, that's smart. I hate that.
I had an ex steal everything I owned down in my baby pit called years to return crazy. Yeah. You gotta be careful out there, Mike.
Well, I'm going to tell you, LGG, if you tell the truth on this internet, everybody starts saying this is not a safe space. But that's the only way I see it. That's the only way I see it, is to tell the truth about it.
Right.
Because that's what I was telling you guys one night on one of our lives about. You can't believe everything that somebody tell you about growing something or doing something that you see on YouTube or on the internet. Because a lot of people use AI and they doctor things up.
Yeah.
That's why I always said, do your own research. And if you might have to do it 5 or 6 different places, but do it. Hey, Chevy had it. Take a B. How you doing? But you might have to do research, like I said, 5 or 6 different places.
Passion and Tree, I know you got a quick, tight cutoff game. I know that. I learned that firsthand.
Who is that?
PIA.
Oh, yeah,
First time I met her,
yeah.
I thought she was gonna beat me up, but hey, we survived.
PIA said she pulled out the long handled spoon. I've been hit a few times with one of them things myself, PIA.
Hey, Chevy Addict.
Sure have. But the feedback is what I want, people. That's what I want. I want the feedback. Because
My guess.
I know for a fact that Jed and myself are not the only two people that deal with this kind of situation.
What I'm just saying. Jimmy, let's not go to PIA. It's good to have memories. It's good to have memories.
Yeah, that was our subject last week was memories. And, you know, as you get older, well, yeah, Mike, I had to read that, Jed. He said, I had hate in my heart, years happy. Let it go, but never forgot that person. Didn't deserve my energy.
Right. Well, I'll put it this way: when a person,
That's there you go, Miss Norris. That's what I was trying to see. Folks need to look at the man in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. There you go. I've been waiting on that.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't have mirrors in their house, because if they did, they'll see the truth.
Yes. And then I think some people just look in the mirror and they pat themselves on the back because they feel like they can they got away with this or they can get away with it.
Yeah. Every time they deal with the situation.
That wasn't a trivia, Miss Norris. Yeah, that wasn't a trivia. We haven't done that trivia. Hey, Serena.
Hey,
How
Serena.
you doing?
So many light and fireworks outside. I can smell it inside. Yeah. I'm surprised they ain't started here yet. That's part of Mr. Bannon. Okay. Don't start it, David. I don't know what PIA. I don't know what you're gonna tell David. Don't start it. There has to be a troublemaker in the conversation.
David said his job is to keep everybody on their toes.
Yeah.
With his comments to make sure you hadn't went to sleep yet on it.
Right.
But like I said, and then the thing about it, we did that as small kids. We used to pretend that we're this and we're that. Well, you hit on a little something now, Sylvia. You hit on a little something there because it is leaning more that way. But as I was saying, as small kids, we used to do a lot of pretending. But these kids nowadays, they don't pretend nothing.
No, they don't.
Because the first thing they do is they'll Google you.
That's a fact.
And they'll Google what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You got these 4 and 5-year-old kids now. You see them operating a computer 40 times better than I can,
Well, I'm guilty. I'm gonna have to tell you, my grandson had an iPad, and he was only 1 year old.
Okay, she said, Serena said she just harvested 27 bulbs of garlic and got them on the rack to lay out. Hey, that's great.
That's nice. That's a good harvest. People are free unless you listen to the news.
Well, David, I sort of disagree with that, David, because I think, hey, Cato, I
Hey,
think
Kato.
people don't listen to the news enough. Now, that's just my feeling. That's just me.
Well, I'm guilty for the simple reason I hate hearing all the stuff that ain't true, and then it's just too much going on. You
Well,
trying to
I
live
can
your
understand.
peaceful life. You
I
trying
can
to live your
understand. I can understand, Jed, what you're saying because there's a lot of chaos, sadness, and stuff going on. But at the same time, these you have to pick out what you think or which station you think is giving you the truth of the matter.
right,
See, a lot of people they tune out, they tune off instead of tuning out. Let's put it like that.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't just turn completely off.
Well, if you're asking me, that fella really ain't been on since it came on during the storm we had in November. But that TV ain't been on since 2019.
Mhm. Well,
Saying,
that's a subject that's real deep too, because you do. Thank you, PIA. You do need to know what to be aware of,
right.
and you need to know when to be aware.
Well,
And we can't get all that off of YouTube.
right. Well, like Mike said, don't bury your head in the sand. Hurt you- can hurt you too. Well, the thing to it is with me, I hear enough about what's going on out there,
Hey, okay.
but
Uh,
I try to make sure I take care of everything in here.
mm-hmm.
I try to take care of everything in this house so that if anything happen outside the doors, I can deal with it.
Okay.
I have one more
But people, what I'm doing, I'm not trying to tell you to be a bad news barrier or a news buff by listening to the news and stuff, but we we do need to be aware.
Right.
We do need to be aware, and it just fine. You just have to figure out where you're getting your news from.
That's a fact.
Yep, that's why
That-
we're on the grind. Yeah, you're right, Silvio. And this is one reason that everybody is trying to grow.
right. You can't depend on them on the outside. As everybody continues to say, ain't nobody coming to save you. You're gonna have to save yourself, your own family.
Yeah,
So that
you
number
got to
one
prepare
goal
for
is you're gonna have to
whatever.
think about your family. Don't think about what's outside that door. You think about what's inside this door.
Mm-hmm.
Whatsoever. Mr. Babbitt's son, our military in law, so I hear.
Yeah, but David, whether we like to hear things that seem impossible or not, uh, we have to adjust to the truth.
That's it.
We have to adjust to the truth. Glad you came in, Okie Rookie Roots.
You right about that, Sylvia. My pastor said, "Don't cut people off. Just
Just distant them.
distance them."
Okay.
You better open that door. Miss Cheryl, you better be in here before I lock it.
Yeah, well, that's good, Cato. He said that's why he's teaching his daughter to fish
Yeah,
and work in the garden.
right. Well, and the thing to this, the kids are hard headed now too. So you basically got to make them get out there to do what they need to learn. Cause it'll hit you. It'll hit you the same way my son hit me. Now that he's got his own place, his own girl and children, all that stuff. Daddy, you was right. You was right. You didn't want to believe me when I tell you these things, but now that you go through it, you know I was telling the truth and not trying to gaslight you.
Mhm. Well, the only thing that we was talking about, hey Katrina, only thing we was talking about once before is you really can't make them, especially after they get grown.
Right.
You just have to keep encouraging them, keep encouraging them. But one thing about it, you can't pretend now that you are growing groceries out there in the dirt if you're not showing something. There ain't no pretending out there.
That's a fact.
Because whenever you go out there to put something in the dirt, it's got to be real.
That's a fact. And don't go buy that Wally World and bring it to the house and say, "Yeah, look what I grew." No, that's why I'm not even doing a garden this year. The only thing I'm working on is my fruit trees because I want my trees to produce and give me fruit. If there's no food in this house, my kids, grandchildren, and great grand can eat some fruit and still live.
Yeah, well, that statement that was just made about going to the grocery store with plenty of money and won't be able to buy anything, a whole lot of that is already happening
Mm-hmm.
because the last time that I went in the store, a lot of the shelves was empty. I mean, it wasn't maybe not completely empty, but it wasn't like it was before.
Right. And of the depression, he taught me how to fact
Okay, rookie.
name put up with the umbrella. Okay.
But the more that you think about it, and then some of us don't want to think about it, but it goes back to the old proverb: "Be ye ready."
Yeah.
Yeah, by you, that's slim picking. I think a little bit everywhere.
Yeah. Fruit.
Because it's getting to the point that you can't take $20 in the store no more. I can tell you that because you ain't nothing you can come out with.
But milk and with the taxes, that's running tight.
Yeah.
The animals are getting my veggies. LGG, I know about that. I lost my whole fruit forest to the deers.
Well, Katrina, you are so right. Them canned goods and rice, pasta, and stuff like that. Well, it definitely ain't getting picked. That's for sure.
They said by 2030 we will own nothing and be happy, maybe. Nah, I want to own something. 2030 coming, I want to own something. I want it to be mine. I don't want to have to work for nobody else to get what's already mine.
And that's a great idea by you, Sugar. People start shopping at the farmer's market more because
And,
these people are growing their own and then bringing it in to sell.
and you got to be careful with the farmer's market.
Yep.
You have to be careful with the farmer's market. You get to know that person or whatever, because a lot of them will go buy that chemical stuff, take the label off, and sell it to you as being original.
Oh, LGG is on the ball.
Making cherry bushes and hope this okay. Invest in yourself. That's it. Invest in yourself. Just learn how to make flour from.
LGG says she just learned to make flour from patty pan.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great. That is real great. That's why I was saying, people, if you just uh, do your research, even if somebody tell you something that you think is beneficial to yourself, research it.
Right.
Research it. Because Jed, David, Cece, whoever can't tell you how to grow your garden.
Right.
Because that's in your yard, in your zone, or on your patio, or on your back porch.
And me personally, I tell you, when it comes to gardening and fruits, and no matter even with the bees, I tell you the simplest way to do it so that you can do it that way or do it better so that you'll get an understanding what you're doing. I'm not going to give you the difficult way. I'm not going to give you all the psychology words and all that stuff. I'm going to do it the simplest way so you understand what you're doing and you take it from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the only thing that I can do is if you ask me a question about gardening or growing, is I can tell you how I do it.
Mm-hmm. Food market with fresh vegetables. My daughter got 3 boxes of
Okay, Sylvia, now that would be good if you was close to a farm or a farm that they do a you pick.
Right.
And we do have one of those near us, a you pick.
And to be truthful, before I pick it, I'm gonna try my best to get to know that farmer. Before I even go picking it, I'm gonna talk to him about farming and everything, and see what he doing to make sure he ain't added nothing special.
Okay. How to make spaghetti from scratch. Okay. So you all see LGG.
Yeah.
She have learned all these new methods.
Yeah.
So hit her up. Hit her up, people. I met her at the Saw Fest. So you guys need to meet her too.
Yes. I'm going to be checking under the squash leaves and taking pieces of duct tape. Okay, okay. That's right. That's one way to get rid of the eggs. Our local farmer.
Okay, PIA. You know, the thing about it, people, is what you need to do, sure enough, is you need to get these U-Picks and these farmer markets a look-see.
Yeah.
Miss Cheryl says she makes her own noodles.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And she fry up tripe too.
Okay. Survival of the fittest. All right. So, like I said, people, hit LGG up. Hit her up. So, people, what we're going to do tonight is sharpen your skills. Yep. Harvest 27 garlands and today got rocks and laid them out. Got racks and laid them out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, people, what we're going to do tonight is not tonight for the trivia answer.
Tonight is not the night.
That's Tuesday night at 7. But tonight we are going to do our regular garden giveaway. And we're going to do this thing between 100 and 200 on Jed's mark.
Start.
Okay, Jed says start. Between 100 and 200.
Good to hear, Okie Roo. What the mosquitoes eaters? Okay. Oh, it's flying now. 179, 198, 121, 144.
100 to 200 people.
129, 111, 162, 165, 66, 166. All right.
And like I said, we will do the trivia Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. So I know we're going to have to go back and look at this one, Jay, because it's popping. Yeah. It is popping. And I haven't seen it yet.
Come on, people. Come on.
Jamil, between 100 and 200.
Nah, Chevy Addict. 23 ain't gonna make it.
PIA. Well, you guys all around it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, he's at 123. Dun 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 dun. I guess they say you be picking hard numbers, Mr. Bammett.
No, this is not a hard number. They're all around it, but I just haven't seen it. And I know we're going to have to recheck it and go back.
Did you say I give up?
Yeah, this is definitely not a hard number. But maybe Jed, maybe I'm pretending.
I don't know. 177, 177, 102, 147, 188, 111, 100, 144.
There it is. Oh, Happy Mac, 107. You can stop, y'all. Stop.
Anything under me putting stop, don't count.
You can stop. 107. Happy Mac was the only one I saw.
All right, let me jump back up here.
PIA, don't you put another number in there. Come on, LGT, it wasn't that bad. That was an easy number.
Okay.
I saw Happy Mac.
That's the only one I see so far.
Yeah, and that was the only one I saw. So if anybody else in the chat sees something different, let us know so we can check it out. But the Happy Mac was the only one I saw. Okay, Happy Mac.
Happy Mac is it, and the other 107 is Mike after I put stop in there.
Oh, okay. Happy Mac, I don't keep addresses, so you have to email me and send me your address, and we'll get this right out to you. You know how it works. You have won before. Okay, we're going to say congratulations to Happy Mac, and we all going to say don't be a pretender, and don't be a user.
Yes.
And David Corey, we through with you. So, as we always say, we love you, and there ain't a thing in the world you can do about it.
But love them back.
But love us back. Tuesday night, people, at 7 o'clock is when we do the trivia giveaway. Good night, all.
Good night, y'all.